Yes, sir. My man. What's up? What's up?
Hello,
What's up?
hello.
Welcome to another episode of Like Father, Like Son Sports with me, your guy Erik T. Jackson, and my co-host, my son, my firstborn, Tyler A. Sim. What's up, boy?
Hello, hello. How you doing today, Dad?
Hey, man. Doing good, man. Doing real good. Uh,
hmm
So let's jump this off, man. Like father, like son, welcome to our sports podcast where we celebrate the timeless bond of family through the love of sports. Join me and Tyler as we dive into the thrilling world of athletics, sharing stories, insights, and experiences from both my point of view and his point of view. Whether it's reminiscing about the past, or discussing the latest sports news, or exploring how sports shapes our lives, we aim to inspire and entertain. So let's kick off another exciting journey through the heart of sports and family. My man. Glad to be here, my brother. Uh, so this episode is going to be an episode right before the season gets started, where you and we're going to go through my favorite team, the Texans' schedule, and I'm going to pick the games that I think they should win or I think they will win uh, based on the other team and the Texans, and I'll come up with a record.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll have that record throughout the season.
Okay.
Yep. So looking forward to it. Got their schedule all pulled up.
So do I.
Yeah. So before we get into that, Tyler, we always got to talk about something personal, man. And and you know how I love putting you on the spot.
hmm
Hey, man. So so your last name is Sims. My last name is Jackson.
Okay.
Why don't you have my last name, brother? Tell the people, man. Tell the people what's up.
As far as I'm aware, how I know it is that I'm named after my mom's boyfriend at the time of when she had me. His name was Kenny.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, he passed away when I was 2.
Yeah.
His heart blew up pretty much
Hmm.
while we were at the house sleeping.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so that's who I'm named after, or my last name. That's where my last name comes from.
Yeah. Yeah. And just so people know that was before I knew you were mine, and before you knew you were mine. You
Yeah,
know.
before I knew anything, I was a
Yeah, you
baby.
was a
Yeah,
baby. Yeah, and
yeah.
so from that, uh, we move forward, and we find out that I find out that you're mine, and I start coming around and
Mm,
start trying to build a relationship. Y'all actually lived with me for a little while
mm.
before y'all moved back to Kansas, and so talk to me because you and we've talked a lot, but I don't. To be honest, I don't think we've ever really gotten that deep,
Yeah,
especially in our past. You
yeah.
understand? We talk a lot about other stuff. We've never really gotten deep in our past, so this might be the vehicle for that. I don't know. You may not want to answer, or I don't know, but just talk to me or talk to the people about uh, you about me trying to see you living 2 states away, how that may or may not have affected you. I mean, what was that like for you?
Um, it was interesting. I don't think it was. I don't think it. I definitely feel as though I wanted to see you more, and you would come and you would drive to Oklahoma or Kansas, wherever we were at the time, and
Mhm.
pick me up and drive all the way back. And I remember things that we would talk about during those drives, games we would play during those drives. Uh, it was good. I definitely wanted to see you more, but at the same time, like I don't know, I was a kid. I didn't really like get get it all,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Not until I got older and
I
I
get that. I
realized,
get that. Yeah.
not everything was as clear as I thought it was at the time. I think I resented you a little bit. Like I still loved you, of course, but
Mhm.
I still think I resented you a little bit. But
Okay.
at the same time, I don't know. I just wasn't really. I was never really looking at both sides of the story when I was a child.
Right, right, right. Yeah, and it was a lot to the story.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So, so as you got older, as you got older, and you could see more clearly, to me, because I always felt like you were a really good student. You were never disrespectful. You were great in all those instances. But then I felt like when I didn't see you for maybe a couple of years, and then when I saw you again, I felt like your grades were had slipped, and you were mad disrespectful. So I felt like at that point maybe you were resenting me and that type of thing. What was going on at that point? Do you remember?
Just a lot in life. We were moving around a bunch.
Right.
Um, and I didn't want to be moving around. I wanted to stay put and stay where I was comfortable. So I
Right.
wasn't the most comfortable in just my life in general at the time.
Mhm.
My grades were dropping. I started to care less about school.
Yeah.
Uh, just wanted to have fun with my friends.
Yeah.
um, Even I mean, we moved to Florida at, like halfway into my sophomore year, um, and then we moved to Kansas like like half a year later. Um,
But you lost a lot of transcripts through all those moves.
yeah.
A lot of credit. Yeah.
So it was just a rough time for me. I wasn't the happiest teenager. I
Okay.
wasn't the most respectful teenager.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
wasn't the most understanding of everyone else's feelings around me teenager.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I did have a lot going on. So
For
it
sure.
wasn't necessarily anything that you did or even anything my mom did. I think it was just the life, just my life around me and everything that was going on.
Yeah.
It's affected me pretty negatively. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I get that. Man, I get that. I got it even then. Uh, you know, I appreciate you sharing that, man.
yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah. That gets me emotional to this day.
Hmm.
Uh, so let's look at the Texans' schedule, and let's see. We're gonna take it game by game, and we'll talk about the teams, what they have to offer, and figure out how many games my boys are gonna win this year.
How many you think they're gonna win?
We shall see. First game, which is this Sunday. They are at Indianapolis, at Indianapolis, and so when I look at these teams, you know, uh, first thing I look at is what quarterback we're playing against. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think the quarterback drives the team for the most part. Then the quarterback, running back, defense basically drives these teams, right? And so their starter is going to be a second year guy, Anthony Richardson, who beat us. He beat us in one of his starts last year,
Yeah.
his only start against us, right? Uh, I don't think they would have beat us last year whether he started or not, right?
Hmm.
I think we'd have had his number, but he got hurt last year. Uh, but supposedly he's picked up the offense a lot better. He's still a dynamic runner and all those things. Uh, they do have a great running back in Jonathan Taylor.
Fantastic running back. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. But to me, the the two commonalities between Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor is what? What do you think about to say?
I know what
Injuries,
are you gonna say.
injuries. Like
True.
they both get hurt because of how their style of play, and I think that this year, uh, even if John Anthony Richardson has grown as a quarterback, I don't think they'll keep up with the points of us.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I am gonna pick Texans to win, baby. Let's go Texans. So
Well,
what is
I agree with you. I also have you guys beating the Colts week 1. I love Anthony Richardson. I shouldn't say love. I like Anthony Richardson.
hmm hmm
Um, but the man, does he slide? I don't think he slides. I think
he
he tries to break tackles.
every single time,
Yeah,
right?
every time, and that's what hurt him last year. And I've
And
heard that he's matured
right, I
in that sense.
imagine they're teaching him, and he's maybe accepting coaching a little more. He'll
Yeah,
slide a little more, but I don't think that. I think he can stay healthy and still lose to us. I
yeah.
don't I don't think he'll be good enough.
I think you guys win the week 1 bout for sure. I also like your defense up against their offense a lot more than their defense up against your guys's on fire offense that now has Stephon Diggs. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, got you
So
guys.
next up, Chicago at home.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago here in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, again, the Bears have a young quarterback. I ain't gonna, it is what it is. He good and supposedly good. Yeah, but what does that look like for a rookie?
Right.
Because even C.J. Stroud, good, lost 7 games last year
Yeah.
and lost to mostly every game that he was picked to lose. He lost, So I don't feel like Caleb Williams is going to be C.J. Stroud good.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like Chicago is going to make the playoffs.
Me as well.
Right? Uh, I love their weapons. I'm gonna just be honest there. Their weapons are, they have Keenan Allen, who I just
Mm-hmm.
picked up on one of my fantasy teams, and they have Rome Odunze,
Mm-hmm.
the dynamic receiver from Washington. Uh, Running back, who they got? They got DeAndre Swift. I have him on one of my fantasy teams as well.
They also have DJ Moore.
Yeah, and they have DJ
Mm-hmm.
Moore. He's a starter as
Mm-hmm.
well. Uh, so the quarterback, he's gonna have some nice weapons.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, he'll have some nice weapons. Uh, but the O line, they have Darnell Wright, who the right tackle out of Tennessee, I believe. I don't know, if he's Pro Bowl caliber. They got Braxton Jones, left tackle. Tevin Jenkins, left guard. Nate Davis, right guard. Uh, the O line might be something that these names aren't household names,
Yeah.
at least not to me.
Right.
So with that, I think we can bring the pressure and we can stop the run. From there, it's going to put all of the pressure on their first year quarterback,
Yeah.
right? And their defense is nice now. They got some players I recognize on the defense. They have Montez Sweat,
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Billings, the big DT, Demarcus Walker, Tremaine Edmonds. Ew. Yeah, they got a nice defense.
Yeah, they do.
Tariq Stevenson, uh-huh. However, our defense is nice, plus our O line and our skill guys and I see. So my prediction here, you guys can see where this is going. My prediction here is that uh, the Texans will win this match as well.
I I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree.
Texans.
I think that I don't know who the Bears play first. I don't know who they played this week. Um, but the Texans is a hard team to have in week 2. Whether you win week
They
1
have
or not,
they have Tennessee.
they have
They
10.
have.
Oh,
Hmm.
so they're going to be coming off a win into week 2 to the Texans, and I think that's when Caleb Williams is going to realize, oh, this is real football.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
His aha moment, his NFL
Hmm.
moment. Like this is the
And
NFL.
like you said, I think the Chicago Bears are also going to make the playoffs, but
Yeah.
not off this game.
Not off this game.
No.
So that leaves the Texans at 2-0, the first two games of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So my next thinking now is like, damn, like how many games can we run off in a row before we lose, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're gonna be one of the top 5 to 8 teams in the league. So you know, our next matchup is put it up right here
Minnesota Vikings. Mm-hmm.
at Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So, uh, take it away. Who's their quarterback, Tyler? Starting quarterback.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold
Huh.
is their starting quarterback. And
Okay.
that is why, that is my exact reason why I have the Texans starting off 3-0. You guys are, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Bro,
Friends,
I mean, if we let Sam Darnold beat us,
mm,
we deserve to lose the next 3 games.
exactly. You
You know,
should hold your head in shame if you let Sam Darnold dot up your defense.
even even because JJ McCarthy is their first round pick. Am I right?
Yeah, but he's out for the season.
Yeah. So even if JJ McCarthy was playing, I would pick the Texans because JJ's a rookie.
Right,
I don't think a rookie is going to beat this year's Texans.
right.
So that lets you know where I'm coming from right there. If any rookies on the schedule, I don't see them beating us. Right?
Hmm.
And we're gonna, that's my philosophy for this season.
Not
Right?
only do I think you're going to win, I think it's going to be a landslide victory. I think it's going to be something crazy, like 42-3, like something insane. I don't
Sam
think
Sam Darnold can't score a touchdown on us.
he can't. He can score. I just don't think he's gonna.
Yeah, exactly. He can. I just don't think he's gonna either.
Mm-mm.
You're right. It's hard to
Even
get.
with Justin Jefferson,
It's
even
hard to
with
get.
BJ.
It's hard to get shutouts in the NFL.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's a whole lot of them compared to the amount of games played, right?
right.
So the sorriest quarterbacks can drive their team in the field goal range
Yeah,
or for a lucky touchdown. But you're right, it's gonna get ugly. I think it has the potential to get ugly.
mm.
I'll say that. So we're sitting pretty. We're in the catbird seat. We 3-0. Who do we have next?
My guy, my
All
boy.
right, all right. So this is gonna be to me our first real test, game
Yeah,
4, our first real test of the year. Uh, and we all know who Jacksonville has at quarterback, or at least we should, right?
mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
they've got Trevor Lawrence in his what, third year or fourth year, one of them,
It's his fourth, wasn't he?
fourth year. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Travis Etienne. I have a I have a woman in my office at school that has the name ATN. They're cousins.
Mm,
Yeah, she's from Louisiana as well.
that's interesting.
Travis, Travis, yeah, is her cousin. And all this time, I thought it was ETN,
Is it not?
ATN, ATN. Yeah, yeah. So that's interesting, right?
Mm.
Uh, they got Christian Kirk at receiver, Brian Thomas Jr. at one of the other spots, Evan Ingram at tight end. Uh, and they have a decent O line with Cam Robinson at left tackle. Uh, so I'm just putting it out there. I do think the Texans are better. than Jacksonville.
Agreed.
However, uh, I feel like Jacksonville. Well, no, I'm saying from the Texans' point of view, coming off three straight wins, it's going to be hard to prepare uh, the way you need to for a team that you beat up last year, that you knocked out of the playoffs last year, the last game, and that really wants revenge. So even though we're the better team, and even though we're at home, for that reason, I'm picking Jacksonville.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's me. What do you got, buddy?
Well, I actually picked the Texans to win this game as well. I'm pretty sure the last year, your guys' first game against them, you beat them like like high 30s to like I think it was like 37-17. Let me see. I actually have your schedule pulled up right here. Yeah, last year your guys' first game it was exactly that 37-13. Um, I love Trevor Lawrence. I think this year is a prove yourself year for him. I mean, he's proved himself. He's been to the playoffs. Granted, I wouldn't say it was the greatest playoff performance, but still, we need to see some more out of you. Um,
Yeah,
Jacksonville needs to see some more out of you. I love you. I defend you any chance I get. Um, but I can't keep defending you anymore if you can't put something together. And I
yeah,
don't think that they're gonna put something together against this Texans team. At
yeah.
least not right now. Not on week 4.
Okay,
While
okay.
while
That
I
makes
think they
sense.
move up to 4-0.
So I have them at 3-1. You have them at 4-0 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and this is basically a third of the season. Right.
Yeah.
Next game. Dun 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 dun. Hey, this is gonna be the Stephon Diggs versus Josh. Uh, what's his last name?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, from my perspective, uh, uh, I feel like Buffalo is a very good team. You know, let's just see what they have. Josh Allen at quarterback. Oh man, just don't throw at Dale Stingley. Is all I got to say.
Mm.
James Cook at running back. They got Keon Coleman, a rookie, at receiver. Dalton Kincaid at tight end. Uh, they ain't got a whole lot. They ain't got a whole lot of splash. They ain't got a whole lot of splash at the the skill positions,
A
right?
lot of new pieces. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, new pieces. Josh Allen got to figure them out just like everybody else, right?
Yep. But it
Let's,
is Josh Allen we're talking about.
man, Josh Allen ain't proved nothing to me.
That's the top 5 quarterback in the league.
Yeah, well, let's look at their defense. Ed Oliver. Uh, shit, I don't know these. I don't know these names. They still got Demar Hamlin still on the team. Daquan Jones, Greg Rousseau. Okay, yeah. Uh, so I would say, I would say that Buffalo and Houston probably be a pick'em game. I would say it's a pick'em game. But since we're at home, I'm gonna pick the Texans. Since we're at
Mm-hmm.
home, I'll pick the Texans, baby. Go Texans. So that's my pick. I got
Well,
the Texans over Buffalo. Who you got,
I
buddy?
think you're gonna like me a lot tonight, Dad. I also have the Texans winning this game. Just like you said, just like we both said, the Bills have a lot of new pieces on the offense. I'm sure they
Uh-huh.
have new pieces on the defense too. I'm not sure. They also, as far as I'm aware, they don't have Matt Milano, um, the the linebacker from last year. The one that had
Uh,
the leg injury
they do
that
not.
took him out. Yeah, he got a bicep injury. And his return isn't clear right now. As of right now, he's indefinitely out for the season, is what I've read.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, well, I mean, as you were saying just now, you were reading off defensive players and you couldn't recognize any. I didn't recognize any. Um, their best defensive player last year is still hurt. Um, with and they have no idea when he's going to be back. If he's back by then, maybe it changes.
hmm
Um, but as of right now, he's not going to be back at all. And
Go ahead, man. You are a very smart young man.
so I actually have the Texans winning this game as well. And I think it's going
And
to be a big game for Stephon Diggs in particular.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I feel like he's going to go off. I feel like they're going to target Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
So, what cornerbacks do Buffalo have? Buffalo has Razul Douglas on the right. I do recognize that name. So he might be a little something, something. Then they have Christian Benford. No, they got Razul on the left, Christian Benford on the right. So I don't know who the hell Christian Benford is. So he might want to not be on Stephon Diggs.
No, probably not.
I'm just saying. But I think Stephon goes for over 100 just because they're going to target him 10 to 12
Mm-hmm.
times. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to get what he's going to get. Uh, and he's going to score 2 touchdowns. And again, we're at home. It's going to be rocking. The atmosphere. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, it's definitely going to be a Stephon Diggs type game.
Yeah.
Hmm. Next up, at New England. Hmm.
Let's just be
Things that,
honest here.
things that make you go, hmm. Go ahead. Let's be honest about what,
Let's be
man.
honest here. Whether Jacoby Brissett is still starting by week 6 or whether Drake May is starting by then, it's the Patriots. Like I hate to say that. I hate to be the one to say that. Being I'm a Browns fan, and people are often like, "It's the Browns. Like
It's
they're gonna do what they're gonna do." But call me a hypocrite, whatever you want to say.
uh-huh.
I don't mind. I just don't believe in that team this year. I think I like Drake May. I actually
Yeah.
like all of the rookies pretty much this season.
Uh-huh.
And I think he can be successful with New England in
Uh-huh.
the future. Probably not this year. I don't think I I don't think they're going to be a double digit win team, and I definitely don't think the Houston Texans, as we know them right now, are going to be one of their wins.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Ever since Jacoby Brissett has beaten us like 2 or 3 times, every time he start against the Texans, he win.
Really, didn't know
I'm,
that.
I'm shook.
Mm,
Jacoby Brissett shook me, and this is when he was with Indianapolis. I think he got
mm,
those wins. Yeah, but I'm shook, man. But they don't have much else. You know what
no,
I'm saying? Yeah,
Ramondre Stevenson, good running back, not enough.
yeah, he's decent. Yeah, but they got KJ Osborne at receiver, uh, Hunter Henry at tight end,
No, those
Leighton
aren't
Ro-
the answers to
Leighton
it.
Robinson from A&M. He's a rookie. He's at right guard. You
Okay,
know, defensively, Davin Godchow from LSU. Uh, yeah, and a bunch of guys. I don't know. Jabril Peppers at free safety.
do they still have Kendrick Bourne, the receiver?
Uh, yes, but he's third string.
Uh,
Wow, is he good or something?
no, it's just the only player I could remember from their,
Oh,
their team.
he on now. He's third string though. Oh, but they do have Christian Gonzalez, the rookie
Okay,
last year,
okay.
the cornerback. But he ain't gonna be enough either. Yeah. So in this instance, go Texas! Yeah, yeah, man. I feel like the Texans are gonna be this kind of team, man. They're gonna give it give us games that we should win,
Mhm.
and then a few games that we shouldn't, hopefully, because
Yeah,
that's gonna make the difference. Because right, it's game 6 is what we're on right now, and the
yeah,
schedule has been mad easy, right?
it has.
It gets way more difficult in the last 6 than it did in the first 6. So, they coming, and those are going to be hard decisions that I'm going to have to make, right? But
Mm-hmm.
let's stack the wins while we can, Texans.
I got you 6-0 right now,
My
but
man, my man, you got us 6-0. I got us
I
five and
do,
one.
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got us 5-1, man, and 6-0 as a real possibility.
Mhm.
Absolutely, absolutely. So after New England, oh shucks, another NFC North team at Green Bay. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, it's gonna be cold at Green.
at Green Bay.
That's week 7. Let's see what it's gonna look like. Yeah, that's October 20th. Shit, that's gonna be cold. That ain't fall no more. Oh, that's damn near winter. You know. But uh, Green Bay has a quarterback, right?
Hmm.
And that's where that should start with me. Oh crap! Green Bay has a quarterback. Jordan Love. Uh, what else do they have?
Green Bay Packers. They have Jordan Love.
Jordan
Still a
Love.
great defense.
A great defense for real.
Good, good. Still a good defense.
Thank you. 'Cause I'm like a
Josh
great.
Jacobs.
They got Josh
Um,
Jacobs. Yes, they do have him.
uh, what's that? What's the receiver's name? The deep threat. Christian Watson. Christian Watson.
Yep, they got Christian Watson. They got
Romeo Dobbs. I'm pretty sure.
Romeo Dobbs and Jaden Reed.
Hmm.
The offensive line, Rashad Walker at left tackle. Don't know him. Zach Tom at right tackle. Yeah, we might be able to get them through their offensive line. I don't
Yeah.
know. Uh, their defense: Preston Smith, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, Quay Walker at linebacker, Isaiah McDuffie, Jair Alexander,
Hmm.
Xavier McKinney, Eric Stokes. So I think that Jordan Love generally, to me, he's he decent quarterback. I'll give him, but he been lucky, man. I feel like I feel like he got like a 4-leaf clover up his ass or something like that. He just, he win, even though he shouldn't win sometimes. And I feel like the ball just go all kinds of places in Green Bay in late October. I think I think the ball gonna be going in over Stephon Diggs' shoulder for a game winning touchdown, and the wind gonna blow that shit that way, and we gonna lose. We gonna lose by 4
Yeah.
in Green Bay.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Hmm.
Oh man. Oh no, this ain't us. Hold on, let me go to it. I'm gonna this thing, man.
Yeah. Well,
Man. So
yeah.
this is what
I
I have.
have I have the Texans losing their O to Green Bay at Green Bay in a close game. A
Yeah,
close game
yeah, yeah, yeah.
of CJ Stroud versus Jordan Love.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Me too.
Jordan Love wasn't great in the beginning of last year,
Right.
but he really turned it on towards the end of the year. And I think he's going to carry it into this year. I think the Packers are actually going to do really well. Another playoff team on the
Yeah,
NFC side, in
yeah,
my opinion. And
yeah,
um,
yeah,
I think he's going to show that by beating CJ Stroud and his Texans. hmm
yeah.
I do think the game will be close, though. I don't think it's going to be a large blowout victory or anything like that.
Right, right. Yeah, the wind is going to be the difference. We got next up we versus Indiana. And this time we are at home, and they have the same players. That ain't changed. Uh, unless by this point Anthony Richardson inevitably gets hurt, and they have
They
to
have to
get
start
somebody
Joe
off,
Flacco.
get somebody off the street. But
They
yeah,
got Joe Flacco back there.
Flacco might be their best option,
Hey,
and
he did
I,
it for us.
I'd hate to play him. I'd rather play Richardson than Flacco. Just being
Mhm.
honest,
Really?
Yeah, because
Why is that?
Flacco could beat you with his mind. He ain't got to, you know,
I
like
wish he
Anthony
would have
Richardson.
did that in the playoffs last year.
He won games for y'all. He just didn't in the
He,
playoffs.
he did win games for us.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
him forever for that.
So, you know, I mean, but I'm always scared of the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They come in nothing to lose, just slanging that thing, and there's just always something good happen with the backup quarterback.
hmm
Yeah, yeah. But not this game.
You guys have you guys sweeping the Colts?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Does
I
that
mean,
normally happen?
we have slept. We have swept the division in the past. We went like 7-1 in the division,
Gotcha.
or 5-1, and yeah, we've swept plenty of teams.
Okay.
So yeah, we can do that. Yeah, yeah, and especially this year, because I don't think the division is that great. I think the Texans are by far the best team in the division, but
Yeah. I think
I
most would agree.
I heard on the radio that we yeah some when they be doing those CBS minutes,
Yeah.
I heard the end of it, and at the end of it, he said, and I predict the Texans, the Ravens, and somebody else to be the AFC wild card teams. So I'm like, who the hell he think gonna win the division? If he think we're gonna be a wild card,
Yeah, that's
right?
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously he picking Indianapolis, no Jacksonville probably.
Mm,
But I don't think they're good as us. Their schedule might be better. Maybe that's it
yeah.
because we got a tough schedule towards the end.
hmm
I haven't looked at Jacksonville's schedule yet, but shit, yeah, maybe
Well,
that's it.
I also have you guys winning this game. I too have you guys sweeping Indianapolis. I was a little hesitant to decide on that because I don't know how your guys' divisional games play out.
Right.
Like for a Browns, like for us, we under Kevin Stefanski, we sweep or we poop on Cincinnati all the time. So I don't know if I don't know like what your divisional relationship is. You know,
You mean what do you mean? You mean Cincinnati poop on y'all?
no, we poop on them in the regular season.
Oh, you mean beat them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know what your relationships are like
Right.
with the Colts, Jags, and Titans. But I do have you guys winning that game. Yeah, because like you said, same team, different time,
And we're at home.
and you're at home. Exactly.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Another cold weather team with a really good quarterback.
Okay, I'll start. I'll start. I'll start.
Go ahead.
Uh, Stone me if you want. I'm not super high on the Jets this year. I think they'll make the playoffs,
Yeah,
squeeze in. I don't think they're going to be an outstanding team. They should be on paper,
yeah,
but
they should be.
there's plenty of teams that look great on paper that have been terrible in the past, like the LA Chargers, for example. Um,
Yep.
they have the quarterback. Their field is still terrible though, um, and maybe just maybe the 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 field will take Aaron Rodgers from them yet again. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, I
So
like their defense though, and I can't say that their defense is bad because they're not bad. It's obviously a great defense. That's what won them as many games as they won last year with
absolutely.
Zach Wilson at the helm.
Yep.
Um, and having Aaron Rodgers there who can actually throw a ball accurately and with enough power is going to be better for them.
Yeah.
But the Texans are the Texans, man. I'm really high on you guys this year,
Good.
and I
You
think
should.
you guys will come back with the W in this game. Mhm.
Okay. So you pick
Close
us
game.
with the game. All
Close
right.
game, man.
So the Jets have Aaron Rodgers, Brees Hall at running back, who
Mm-hmm.
I picked up in one of my fantasy drafts. Garrett Wilson at one of the receivers, Mike Williams at the other, Tyler Conklin as a tight end,
Mm-hmm.
Tyron Smith at left tackle, Morgan Moses at right tackle. Uh, yeah, it's another one of those games that I feel like the quarterback can impart his will. I mean, it can either be CJ or Aaron Rodgers, but one of them is going to impart their will and uh, gonna make their team victorious. We're on the road. Uh, it's at the Jets. Are they still at East Lansing Stadium? I don't know, but I know that it's an open air stadium again, and it's going to be the wind's going to be swirling. Uh, it's going to be tough on CJ. I think they'll be used. I think Aaron Rodgers will be used to whipping that thing through the wind, and it'll be tougher for us and our receivers. I think the footing is going to be a problem. I think from what I hear, that the stadium's footing is horrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. So
And
uh,
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you.
when you put all those things together, I feel like that's going to be a loss for us.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
another thing, just you'd think after what happened to Aaron Rodgers last year
Yeah.
that they would have went back and said like, maybe we should change this field up
Right.
because that was
Right.
that's such a big investment. And Aaron Rodgers is old. He doesn't have a lot more years in him, at least successful
Mhm.
ones at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think they would have made some changes to it this
Right.
offseason, but they didn't, and it might come back to bite them. It
Oh,
might.
it's definitely
It's
uh
gonna bite somebody. If it doesn't bite a Jets
yeah.
player, it's
It's
gonna
going
bite somebody playing
it's
there.
gonna bite somebody on the opposing team, or
Mhm.
yeah, it's gonna bite somebody. I just pray that it's not anybody on the Texans, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, I pick us to lose that game, and at the basically the halfway point, we are 6-3.
I got you. It's eight
Seven.
and one.
Oh wow, wow,
Mm-hmm.
good deal, man. You smarter than I thought. Good deal. So after the Jets, uh, I know who we got, but I'm trying to figure out the date. Let's see what the date is
I
for
got
this.
I got it right here for you.
What's the date?
November 10th.
November 10th. So it's before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, and it's on NBC Peacock. Does that make it a national game? Yeah, because it's at 7:20.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a Sunday night game. Okay, and the Jets game was a Thursday night game,
Mhm.
and then 11 days later, we got Detroit, which is a Sunday night game. So we have two primetime games in a row, right?
Mhm.
Uh Man, and Detroit gonna be a really good team this year.
Yeah, definitely.
They are NFC, right?
Yep.
So it could be a preview of a Super Bowl. right?
Could.
hmm hmm Uh, their quarterback is
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. Uh, they have, as you know, they have Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Hmm.
right? Right. At receiver, they have so right here they got David Montgomery starting in front of Jameer Gibbs, but I just see Jameer as a starter. I just do. It's one of them things. He might come off the bench, but he'll probably have more yards and
Hmm.
more dynamic plays that cause the team to win and stuff like that. Even if David Montgomery starts. Uh, Jameson Williams at another receiver. Sam Laporta, Pro Bowl tight end.
Hmm.
Taylor Decker, left tackle.
Hmm.
Frank Ragnow, center. Kevin Zeitler, right guard. Panasuo, right tackle. Woo wee! I know all those cats and all of them.
Hmm.
Dog. I didn't know Detroit had all that.
They do.
You know
They
what?
do.
Ever since last year, and to be before last year, because Dan Campbell is an Aggie, so I've been rooting for him ever since he got the job. But ever since last year, when I saw the little receivers series on Netflix,
Uh-huh.
I've been rooting for Amon-Ra St. Brown and Detroit, man. I rooted for them against San Francisco, man. They had the damn game won. They just coughed it up,
They did.
or San Francisco gave up the lead and then played like they supposed to play and won that thing. Either way, but Detroit is a very talented team, and I just don't see us beating them, especially in Detroit. Uh, as much as I love C.J. Stroud and am a Texans homer, right? I feel like Detroit's going to win that game. What
Yeah.
say you?
I agree. I think Detroit's also going to win that game. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they are taking that one home. Um, love Jared Goff as a Detroit Lion.
Right.
I love, like you said, I love Dan Campbell as a coach. Um, the team is just great, especially offensively.
Yeah,
The offensive output is scary, and no matter what team you're a fan of,
yeah.
you should be afraid to play the Detroit Lions. Even as a Cleveland Brown fan with the best defense in the league last
Uh-huh.
year,
Uh-huh.
returning best defense in the league this year,
Yes, sir.
even I would be worried playing the Detroit Lions because of what they can do and
Yep.
how efficiently Jared Goff can get that ball down there.
Yeah.
Um, you said that you see Jameer Gibbs as the true starter in
Yes.
the running back room.
Yeah.
I love David Montgomery. I
Okay.
think Jameer Gibbs will end up being their starter,
Uh-huh.
and I agree with your point that he will have the more dynamic plays to
Uh-huh.
get the team in better positions.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think David Montgomery is great, and he's like what do you say, like the goal line guy. You get down
Yeah.
to 1 yard before you're about to make a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's the guy you want to punch it through, not Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah. But if you get to the 10, Jameer Gibbs might get it in.
Okay.
He might not give David Montgomery a chance at the one.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
But
you're right. You're right. He's gonna be that guy. That guy.
yeah,
Inside the
um,
5, that's gonna be him.
hmm
hmm hmm Oh, so 10 games in. Oh man, it's a lot of games, ain't it? Oh yeah, this is the game right here, baby.
it is.
Yes, sir. This is this is like the Texas Super Bowl. It's like the Cotton Bowl. it's like it's like it's like the bowl game of the two Texas teams. You know, so it's gonna be North Texas versus South Texas, and everything in between. And Dallas got a lot, man. Dallas has a lot. Obviously, they have Dak Prescott,
Yeah.
who is on one of my fantasy teams. Obviously, they have CeeDee Lamb, who they just paid, and who's on one of my fantasy teams.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of dog, can you? I'm on three fantasy teams
Mm-hmm.
or leagues, I should say. We just had a fantasy draft tonight at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, right before this, and I'm not in your league, man. If I was in your league, that would be four leagues I was in, just
Mm-hmm.
NFL, right? Right, but I'm on three, so a lot of these cats I got that we're going against. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I respect their hustle, I respect their game, but you can't win it by yourself in football. You might can in basketball, but you can't in football. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they got Ezekiel Elliott back starting though. That's they should that's not an upgrade to me.
No, it's not. You went from Tony Pollard back.
Yeah,
You had Ezekiel Elliott when you got Tony Pollard,
yeah, yeah,
and then he left, and you were like, "Good, we have a good running back." And then you want to go and send that man off to Tennessee
yeah.
just to get Ezekiel Elliott back, who had where was he before? New England,
Yes, yeah. New
behind
England,
Ramondre Stevenson.
and yeah, he was behind a whole bunch of people. They got CeeDee Lamb, they got Brandon Cooks, they got Jalen Tolbert, who they got
Still
Jake
have Dallas.
Ferguson. They got Jake at State Farm at tight end.
I like Jake Ferguson.
They now the O line still seems to be pretty decent.
Mm.
Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith. Oh, they got two Tylers, baby. Two Tylers. Say it ain't so.
Might have to change my pick now.
I know, right? They got Zach Martin at right guard, Terrence Steele at right tackle. Hey, man. Oh, yeah, look at the defense, though. Oh, defense salty. DeMarcus Lawrence. Mozzie Smith starting, the DT from Michigan, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Parsons at DE.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Kendricks at middle linebacker. He was on my fantasy team last year.
Okay.
Donovan Wilson, who's a former Aggie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Trayvon Diggs still at cornerback. Malik Hooker at free set. Lord, Lord, Lord. And we play them at Dallas. Hey, man. I am trying my best to not be a homer, right? I'm trying my best to be objective.
Yeah.
I don't see us beating this team. But Dallas is not like great,
No.
even though they got great pieces. And okay, so let me change that. They the last 3 years they have been great in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
They've averaged 12 wins a year the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So just based off of that, with the talent they have, it's going to be tough for us. But if I think about it in terms of them flaming out in the playoffs and not being, that great in the playoffs, maybe we got a shot. But this is the regular season. What do you think, brother?
I know it's gonna seem like I'm really gassing the Texans. I got y'all winning this game. I think that their defense is great. Their offense is great too. I suppose. Who did you say their other receivers were that weren't CD Lamb?
Oh, exactly. They got Brandon Cooks, who's
Okay.
decent, and then they got Jalen Tolbert, and then they tight end is Jake from State Farm.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but their
I
line,
suppose
their
they
line, and their defense is so good though.
their defense is good.
I think that O line can open up huge holes for Zeke. Can no other offensive line in the league
No, I don't think so.
open up holes for Zeke Elliott?
I don't
I
think
think
Ezekiel Elliott.
that O line might be able to do it.
I don't think Ezekiel Elliott is the same Ezekiel Elliott that was good.
That's what I'm saying.
Granted, last year he was on the Patriots, and the Patriots were terrible. But like, at least start for them, and you
At
weren't
least.
even that. You were like running back 2 or 3
So why? How did he just jump back in the Cowboys starting?
because they probably were just like, yeah, he's there and he's been here before, so he knows.
So they have Rico Dowdle, who's
Yeah,
number 2, and then they got Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook can't beat out Ezekiel. Dalvin
Dalvin,
Cook. Dalvin Cook can't beat out Rico.
Dalvin Cook from the Cowboys,
Yeah, third
and
string.
he's the third string.
He hanging on by a
Is
string.
he hurt?
If you
Or
third string, you hanging on by a
is he
string.
hurt or is he coming off an injury? I swear Dalvin Cook was on the Jets or something.
And then they got Deuce Vaughn at fourth string. Deuce Vaughn, every time Deuce Vaughn get in, he makes shit happen. Deuce. They don't say that because he gets stopped. They say that because he makes shit happen. They got him fourth string. Deuce Vaughn gonna be
Isn't
on the
Deuce Vaughn
practice
the one
squad.
that's? Isn't he like 5'5"?
Yes,
Respect to my short NFL players, but
he is the size of Ezekiel Elliott's thighs.
no, man, I have Dallas losing. I think this is going to be a down year for them. I actually am on the train that they're going to miss the playoffs this year. A lot of people
Okay.
think that's crazy, but I think there's a good group of people that would agree with me. Um, I don't good regular season team,
Yeah.
but that only lasts for so long.
Yeah,
And
until the playoffs. It lasts until the playoffs. It lasts for 17 games.
I think it's coming crashing down this year. I don't have them winning double digit games.
You don't?
No, the Dallas Cowboys. No.
Wow. Wow.
Um, the Texans are just so much better.
And yet they 6-5 right now.
To you, they're
uh,
9-2 to me.
they are they what 8-3 or 9-2? What
Nine and two.
you got them 9-2?
Mm,
Hey man, don't you better not be jinxing my boys.
I'm not. This is my real belief, my facts and my feelings.
Facts and feelings.
Hmm.
This is not V-Stin. It's actually versus Tennessee. It looks like V-Stin.
It does.
Oh, so they got Tennessee after the Cowboys, and uh, so this is where I'm at uh this year. I think we're gonna sweep the division, and we're gonna split with Jacksonville. That's what I think we're
Okay.
gonna do. I think we're gonna sweep Indianapolis and Tennessee and split with Jacksonville. So I think this is another victory under our belt.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Something, something is speaking to me, but I think
God is trying to tell you
yeah,
something.
you guys should win this game. I like Will Levis. Um,
Don't ever say we should do something. Just make the pick, man. Either you pick us to or not. But don't say
yeah,
we
you guys
should.
win. I got you guys winning. I got you guys winning.
Yeah, man.
I got you guys winning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, no follow up there. I'll come back to it when we get to the next game with the Titans.
No, no, no. You good, man.
Yeah.
Bam at Jacksonville. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. So now we're coming up to like the tough part of the schedule, and we're playing Jacksonville on the road.
Hmm.
However, they beat us the first time, did they not? No, I had them beating us the first time, the fourth game of the year.
You did have them beating you guys,
I
yes.
feel like the Texans gonna be ready for revenge, even on the road.
Okay.
You know, they got Trevor Lawrence, but you know,
Well,
it's just that close.
I'm
So I have
flipped.
Texans winning on that one.
I'm flipped. I had you guys losing.
Okay.
I have you guys winning the first one. losing this one in Jacksonville, Duval, like it, I think, uh, I think they're coming back for blood, and I love Trevor Lawrence. He's gonna be trying to get a push into the playoffs. He
At this,
almost made it last year,
yeah,
didn't, got kicked out, and I think he's coming for it, coming for it.
you think
Lately,
he's coming for
season
it?
3.
So at this point in the season, I have us at 8-5. That's 13 games. So
Yep.
we have 4 games left. Uh oh, we got to do something. Eight, 8-5 ain't gonna get us in the playoffs.
Mm-mm.
Uh, yeah, 9 games ain't gonna get us in the playoffs. We gotta do something. We gotta figure out how to win 2 of these last 4 games,
Mm-mm.
and then that's only gonna give us the same records we had last year.
Mm-mm.
But we still could be a better team because we just have a tougher schedule
Right,
than last year, right? Right.
right.
So let's see. Uh, and I didn't do any of this pre plan, so it's all live. Whatever you see is my pick at this moment, and we're playing Miami at home after just losing to Jacksonville on the road. No. I had a win in Jacksonville. My bad.
Yeah.
I had a win in the second Jacksonville game. So uh, I think Miami is headed for a very good season,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's going to be a shootout. I really do, and I think we're going to end up losing the shootout.
Mm-hmm.
You it is what it is. We gotta come to play, but I think Tua out duels C.J. Stroud. What you like that? Tua outdoors C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
What do you say on that one?
I agree. I think you guys lose this game. Hmm. I agree that I do think it's going to be a offensive game, shootout, like you said. Does C.J. Stroud and Stephon Diggs win the shootout with Tua and Tyreek Hill? No, I don't think so. I
They
don't think
could, but yeah, I
they
don't think
could.
so.
Definitely could, but will they? I don't believe so. I think they're coming off of a loss against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and
Mm,
let's see, and think about this: all the weapons they have. It may not even come down to Tua or Tyreek. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It may come down to Devin
Jalen.
Achane, right? It
Mm-hmm.
may come. It may come down to Raheem Mostert.
Mm-hmm.
It may come down to Jalen Waddle. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It may come down to Braxton Berrios. No, it ain't gonna come
It's
down to
not
that.
coming down to Braxton. It's not coming. I'm pretty sure
my,
he's like.
my man, Braxton. It ain't gonna come down to you,
I'm
my
pretty
brother.
sure he's gonna be their returner for sure,
Yeah.
mostly.
And then they got Odell Beckham. It may come down to Odell OBJ.
They even have Jeff Wilson Jr. I'm pretty sure as their RB3. Right.
Jalen Wright is running back 3.
Uh,
Jeff Wilson is fourth string, dog.
running back.
Jalen Wilson is one bad play away from the practice.
Man,
he might he might not be traveling.
they got a lot of options.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so a couple of Marshall. I'm from Marshall, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the Mighty Mavericks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. His dad graduated from Marshall.
Okay.
Played at Marshall. Was part of one of our best teams ever in Marshall, 1988 team that lost to Dallas Carter in the fourth round. So OBJ is his son, and then we have Taj Washington, who is on IR right now for Miami. He was a rookie receiver out of USC who his dad was a high school teammate of mine, and his mom was my neighbor forever, Shannon.
Okay.
Chris Washington, his dad, Shannon Kirkendall, his mom, and so those are my two Marshall connections to
Got you.
The Miami Dolphins. Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, right? To have two.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep, yep, yep. Uh, yeah, but I see us losing that in the shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Who is next? Who is next?
10-4.
Oh Lord. Okay, I ain't tripping. I ain't scared. I ain't worried. Hell, just because Patrick Mahomes has four-leaf clovers growing out his ass, I ain't worried. I ain't scared.
Good. You shouldn't be.
Man, no, if he had, like, I thought Brady was the luckiest mofo to ever walk this earth. It's like Patrick Mahomes is next.
Yeah.
And you don't tell me, well, I work hard. I train hard. Oh, yeah, okay. You lucky too.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you need a little luck to win six, seven Super Bowls for Brady and three Super Bowls for Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, that defense was trash
Terrible.
all year.
Terrible.
And in the playoffs, something changed.
Right.
And they won the whole damn thing.
Right.
I could not believe that shit. Patrick Mahomes, I had Patrick Mahomes on one of my fantasy teams last year. He himself
Was
lost,
bad.
lost me 3 games.
Yeah. Not a good fantasy pick last year.
All he had to do was be average.
Yeah.
He ain't have to do no Mahomesian nothing. No behind the back pass, no look pass. Just be average. And I win 3 extra games. I'd have been in the championship. I'd have went to the ship. I lost all three because of him. So, And then he gonna do what he did in the playoffs. Like in fantasy league, he don't go to the end of the regular season.
Yeah.
He don't do playoffs.
Mm-mm.
So all that shit, I ain't give a damn about. It didn't help me,
Right.
you know. So this game is at KC. Some kind of reason though, I feel like we're gonna get our mojo back for this game.
I agree.
I feel like we're gonna be locked in for practice all week. I think we're gonna understand that the playoffs are on the line, and at this point, it's playoffs already. It's gonna be lose or go home from
Yeah.
this point on,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's gonna carry us, right? So I have Texans win over KC
Yep.
in KC.
Yep.
Take that, Ron. The show Hughley.
I agree with you. I also have the Texans over Kansas City. Um, I do have, since I have you guys coming, losing to Jacksonville and then going and losing to Miami, and it's late in the year where you need wins the most. Um,
Yep.
I got you going to Arrowhead and defeating Patrick Mahomes and his Chiefs. Um, Me myself, I'm quite the Kansas City Chiefs hater. Um, I live in Kansas.
Uh-huh.
I'm surrounded by Chiefs fans. They are the most annoying fan base in the NFL. Maybe
Oh,
at one
really?
point it was the Patriots.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people don't like Packers fans. They wear cheese on their head. I know
Yep.
that's a little strange.
Yep.
Chiefs fans are a billion times worse. And when they find out you're a Browns fan, it's not any easier for you. It's not any easier for you. They
Yeah.
have they
Yeah.
don't have respect for you, despite them sucking for a while as
Yeah.
well. I mean, not Browns level sucking, but still sucking nonetheless.
Yeah.
I mean, I have friends that that have that respect. They're like, "Hey, we suck too."
It's nothing worse than a team that used to suck bad. And
Becoming fantastic.
now all of a sudden they win a few games and they acting like they never sucked.
Yeah,
Nothing worse than that. Yeah.
yeah, nothing worse than that. I hate it. I'm super down on Patrick Mahomes this year. Whether that's because of facts or feelings doesn't matter to me. Um, I have them losing this game. I'm not going to say that I have them missing the playoffs. That would be insane to say. But I don't have them beating the Texans, who are vying for a playoff position. And I mean, with the record I have them with right now, they're in a more comfortable spot than what you have them at. But um, they're still going to want it and want more wins than they had the year before.
Who do
So
so okay, so you have the Texans win. What do you have the record at so far?
now it would be let me go back a little bit. What week is this?
15.
Week 15. I think I had them 8-2. Damn, I just lost it. Hold on.
Okay, don't worry about it. You
Yeah.
can look it up and we'll move on while you're looking that up. Next game, Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. He has my name. That's my namesake right there. I don't know. He might be he might be my daddy's long lost son.
That's a 11-5 right there. Is what I got him in.
So I got him at 9-6. Hold
Mm,
on,
wait,
no, because
no, not
no,
11-5.
11-4.
11-4. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, pretty decent, man. So Baltimore, ooh, wait. Lamar Jackson is their quarterback. Derrick Henry is the running back. I feel like Derrick Henry is going to fit in seamlessly in this offense. I mean, it's going to be a change because I don't think he's going to be the bell cow he was in Tennessee, but he's still going to get his touches. Zay Flowers at receiver, Nelson Aguilar, Rashad Bateman. Wow. Mark Andrews at tight end, likely backing him up. Ronnie Stanley at left tackle. Tyler Linderbaum, Patrick McCarry. Oh, these boys is loaded. They run a 3-4 defense with Namdi Matabuke, which is actually Justin from Texas A&M. Whoever Namdi is his original first name, African first name. He changed it to Justin, but he's going back to Namdi. All right, I feel you, Namdi. Roquan Smith is a beast. Kyle Van Noy, Marlon Humphrey is a beast. Kyle Hamilton is a beast. Damn, how many beasts does it take to twist in a light bulb? God damn, boys. Every level they got a beast. They don't have just good players. Every level they got a beast.
Yeah.
That's drafted well right there. That's drafted well.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. But I say all of that to say that, hey man, these Texans on a mission, baby, and it's at home. And Baltimore probably done won like 5 in a row. They
Hmm.
feeling good about themselves. The Texans need this game to get in. They know they probably can take care of Tennessee. They need Baltimore to get in comfortably. It's gonna be rocking. Your boy might be in the crowd. I might be in the crowd. Texans win.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think they're gonna pull this one off. Just because it's a must win.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Must win games are they bring something out in not your stars but your backups. Your rotational pieces. They play above their heads, and I think that's going to be the case here. It might come down to a kick return by Steve Sims for us. Uh, it may come down to a Xavier Hutchinson first down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like
Yeah. I got y'all beating Baltimore as well. Um,
come on, Tyler. Come on, Tyler.
just
You
gotta be honest.
you
Gotta
trying
go
to
where I
jinx it.
feel.
since we beat y'all last year, you trying to jinx us? Ain't that
No, I'm
right?
not trying to jinx you. I'm not trying to jinx you. I have you winning this game, man. It's the end of the year. You want it. I
Ah!
have you guys ahead in your division,
Yep,
by far, but
comfortably.
I need, I'm gonna need Baltimore to lose this game. Okay, I'm gonna need Baltimore to lose this game.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
whether
yeah.
this pick on its own is based off of factor feeling, doesn't matter because it's my pick. Okay, I need Baltimore to lose. Um, I believe you guys can do it. Last year, they were your first game of the year. That
Yeah,
was our introduction to CJ Stroud. He played a good game stat wise. You guys lost. It was what I think like 17-9.
something like that. Baltimore. No, it was close at halftime. They blew us out in the second half.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
well,
yeah,
still, I think this is a little bit of get back game. It's like
yeah.
the last game. You guys have one more after this, but
Right.
pretty much might as well be. You guys play the Titans next. This is CJ Stroud saying, "Hey man, that was my first game in the NFL last year. I'm not a rookie no more.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
On my book and on my record, they're 11-4. He's gonna be like,
Well,
I
this
got
is
wins,
16, so they should either be 11-5 or 12-4.
12-4,
12-4. All right.
12-4.
Shit, you have us up. You have us in the upper echelon,
No,
baby.
they're 12-4. I'm saying he's gonna say, hey
Yes,
man, I'm
sir.
not a little kid no more.
We can do it. We
This
can
real
do it.
football, and I'm gonna
Yep.
bring it to you.
All we gotta do. All we gotta do is beat Detroit or Green Bay
And
or
how are they
or
gonna
or,
lose with
or
the number
Dallas. And we
one?
right there. One of them NFC or two of those NFC teams that I pick us to lose.
How are
We
they
get,
gonna lose with the number one Texans fan in the stands?
ain't gonna happen.
Jackson ain't gonna beat Jackson.
Ain't gonna happen,
No, not
Captain.
at all.
Oh, last game of the year. Last game of the year. We are at Tennessee. This is my fear, bro. I feel like at 10-6, we may have clinched the division and clinched the playoff game, a first round bye, and not have anything to play for in this game. So they don't play people.
Yeah,
And Tennessee comes out there and gets the dub just because we're not playing our regular guys,
I agree.
you know.
Hmm.
But that's only if it's solid. I mean, Jacksonville could be at 9 or 10 wins right now too, right?
Yeah,
And then that way it would force us to play all our starters and try to go out and get the win. And so I'm gonna bank on that. I'm banking on Jacksonville being in the wild card, right? Being one of those wild cards and trying to fight for the division. And so, we're forced to win this game, win 11 games to clearly win the division by a game or two, right? So I have the Texans winning against Tennessee, closing out the year with a 3-game winning streak. Hey!
yeah. I have you guys losing. Um, like I said earlier, when I looked at um the Titans matchup before this, I thought that's an easy game for them. That's an easy win. But something I had like a tingle in like the back of my neck that was like, Will Levis, Will Levis might come out and shock some Texans
Yes,
fans.
sir. Yes, sir.
Might
Yes,
shock
sir.
some Titans fans. And I while
Who?
I
Hold
picked
on. Who'd you say?
Will Levis, Titans quarterback,
You think he gonna shock some people?
I like Will Levis. Yeah, I think he might surprise some
Hey,
people.
he
Yeah,
decent in the preseason.
I'm sorry.
He decent in the preseason.
Yeah, the preseason,
Yeah, yeah. He may. He
but
may.
I have you guys with a comfortable record winning your division. Uh, so I don't think that losing this game is going to be anything for you guys.
So my record is 11-6. What's your record?
Oh, it would be 12-4 after last one, so 12-5. One better.
So I have hold on. I have us at 11-6. You have us at 12-4.
12-5.
Oh, 12-5. My bad. My bad. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go to change that. 12
Mm-hmm.
and 5. Okay, my man. Hey, that's pretty. That's pretty decent. That's pretty close. Hopefully, the Texans get one of those records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got a tough ass schedule this year, and it's gonna be tough. But they won 10 games last year with a schedule that was tough for the team that they put out there. Right, right. The team last year wasn't nearly as good as this team should be. But their schedule wasn't nearly as good as this year's schedule will be either. So,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I'm looking for an exciting season. Uh, Hopefully, I can catch a few games. I coach on Saturdays, so I'll be tired on the weekend. But I want to go see him on the. I want to enjoy the suite. Maybe if you come down during Christmas break, man, we can get some tickets. Me, you, and Evan, and catch.
Deal.
Yep, catch us a game, and
Sign me up.
yep, yep, yep. And do that. Uh, Appreciate you, man.
Yes,
Uh,
of course.
your insight. Shit, you gave some really good takes today. Uh, and I know I put you on the spot with the personal stuff, but you
You said
came
it
through like
right.
a champ. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Appreciate it, man. And we out. This is like Father like Son Sports. I'm Erik T. Jackson. That's my firstborn. That's Tyler A. Sims. And we'll see y'all next time.
Peace out, everybody.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.